A Queens by the Minute exclusive.
Believe it or not, is trying to spin this that we won. Believe it or not, he's putting in homeless, and they're saying we won. That it's not going to be a full-blown homeless shelter. That's what they're saying right now. They want us to celebrate. I'm getting calls from I get the Daily News, all the media's calling me and say, "Well, you guys won." Really, we won? He thinks we're idiots. But what is he? He's a dope from Park Slope. If he thinks we're going to believe that, because what they do, and what the mayor's does, is next week, they say at this time, we're not going to make this into a full-blown homeless shelter like we had planned. At this time. What does that mean?
He's a liar!
He's a liar. This administration has been anything but transparent. He came into office years ago saying he's going to be having a transparent administration. Well, all of a sudden we get the homeless moving in. And he wants us to celebrate. That means we're going to go away, he thinks. We're going to go away.
Yeah, it's his house!
Oh, he's going to stare us down.
Oh, we're so scared!
Yeah, we're scared. So we're going to be out here with larger forces every single night. We're going to build up, and then we're going to march on Gracie Mansion and City Hall and Mr. Patel's house because Mr. Patel said he wasn't going to put any homeless in here, and lo and behold, we have homeless men coming in yesterday, I think, and today, and they'll continue to come in. Now, this mayor really underestimated Maspeth, because now we spread this to 20 groups. We're going all over the city of New York. We raised $13,500, right, on Saturday for buses alone. Our lawyers are ready. Our lawyers are ready to challenge this. So the mayor can spin it any way he wants, but it's not going to be a homeless shelter, period. That means no one here. Because we say, Maspeth says what will go in here, not the mayor of the city of New York, who will be around one more year.
One-term mayor! 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 One-term mayor!
Understand, folks, this is what boggles my mind. Here we are with a mayor who just thinks he's a dictator of some sorts.
He is a cop.
Who has lied to us over and over again, sent his commissioner out to lie to us over and over again. I just don't understand. Where's DOI in all of this? The Department of Investigation should be looking at this. They should be having him arrested along with his commissioner. This is ridiculous that a dictator is trying to push his will, his concepts on a community. He's supposed to represent us, not fight us, not vilify us by putting out videos at our tax dollar expense to make us look like idiots, to make us look like we're racists, like we don't want any homeless, like we're turning our backs on the people. We're not turning our backs on anyone. You give me $1,700,000 and I'll find a solution that this idiot can't find by putting people on roads.
One-term mayor! 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 One-term mayor!
Thank you. I'm just going to tell everyone what I saw because I was here. We heard all rumors that this was going on, and so I came down, a lot of us came down, and not only was I prevented from going in the hotel at first, when I got in there, they they knew what was up. They knew what was going on, and I came out, and I just was standing here, and so our van pulled up. It was about 10 people in the van, and so I thought it was a little suspicious. So I went around the back, and they were unloading them in the back. There was a white van there. There was a second van that had the people in it. So there was about 20 people that were being put in, and immediately they told me I had to leave the property, and I, obviously I left because they're right. But 100%, the Blasio told us it was families. It's not families. It's not families. It is adult males. Adult male. Everyone in that van was an adult male. No, they're going to say, oh, maybe there are already families in there. Maybe the 10 were last night that were in there. But what I saw with my own eyes, 10 adult males. Period. And that's a lie. They lied to us. And of course they are. Of course they are. Yeah, of course.
We got to interview them and find out where they're from.
I knew all of them. Yeah, they were all at Rose's Pizza before, I guess, right? But no, so listen, I just want to let you guys know, if anyone lies to you or anything, because I know they said that they're spinning it that we won the battle. It's a joke. We didn't win the battle. What they're going to do is this. They do this everywhere. They're going to put people in there temporarily. They're going to say it's temporary. But in the meanwhile, they're going to move for a permanent hotel shelter. They're going to move for a permanent shelter. And then at that point, they're going to say to us, oh, well, we already have 30, 40, 50 people in there. Where are we going to put them? Obviously, they're not going to put them on the street. So that, it helps their argument that they're putting people in here. So listen, the fact of the matter is we got to talk to the comptroller. We got to talk to Patel. We got to put pressure on them. We got to come out bigger and better and stronger. Because right now, 50 people at the protest is not good. I know we have more now here, but we got to be careful also. Because de Blasio has put out his propaganda videos twice already now. Oh yeah, sure, but they're going to do it again. Because now they're going to, but let's hope so. But we got to be careful what we say. Because they're going to say, oh look, we hate the homeless, we're protesting the homeless, But so we got to make sure that people realize that de Blasio lied to us. De Blasio lied to us. Who's in here? Who's in here? Has anyone told us who's in there? How do we know child molesters is not in there? It has happened in other shelters. The West Way, I know for a fact that they had a sex offender in there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. The kids, maybe it was that guy that was taking a bath in the fountain the other day. We have Hooverville. We have 10 cities starting to be built now. So they're here, and the problem is that de Blasio lied. They're not families. And from my own eyes, I saw adult people.
They admitted that.
No, let Phil talk. Tell him.
There are 2 level 3 sex offenders in Pan Am that were living there for 6 months. With children next door. When I looked it up at the New York State Registry, and then I confronted this with the DHS, and they denied it. They said nobody in the registry lived in Pan Am.
I just want to add a few words. We have to understand that we're out here alone. Our elected officials have abandoned us. The city of New York has abandoned us. We're here fighting this battle for the survival of our community. If we allow this to happen, all of Queens County is going to go down. Our elected officials are not around, which sends me a message to send them a message. There is no way in hell you're getting reelected.
No way.
You didn't back us, and there's no bloody ass way we're going to block you.
There's a new election.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we're all here. As Brian said, as Tony said, as everybody said, the elected officials aren't here. The important thing is we continue to come out as a community. We continue to stand outside this building until we get it the way we want it. Because Mayor de Blasio, day in and day out, is sending messages making us look bad and trying to make him look good, and I don't want that. I want to make sure that that man knows that we are not going to stop. We're going to be here every night. We are going to persist and push and work not only here in Maspeth, but with other areas, because he has no right whatsoever to tell us what's going to happen over here, and no right to start doing things at this hotel after we've been here for the last 2 months, letting it be known that we don't want that. And Mr. Patel, I tell you in this camera to your face, you are a coward. You are a man, you are a liar, and you know you could have stopped this from happening. You stopped it in Belrose because you don't live too far from there. Well, what about over here, Mr. Patel? And don't think we're going away, and everybody in there don't think we're going away, because we're not. And until we know for sure that this is not happening, I will be here with you. We will all be here because de Blasio thinks at some point when the weather changes or things happen or enough time goes by, we're going to stop. We are not. And that's the main thing. And day and night we have to bring people out, we have to mention this to people, and we have to let more and more people know to come out here, because the last thing we're going to do is let that dictator, let that mayor, let that man who thinks that he's going to run this city and run our area, let him win. Over my dead body, over all our dead bodies. It's not happening.
Maspeth's gonna win! 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 Maspeth's gonna win!
I want to tell you something. Today I was proud to walk with the NYPD for the Columbus Day Parade. I marched up Fifth Avenue. We were there. I saw protests right by where the police were having lunch, and they were saying, "Kill the police." I couldn't believe what I heard. I couldn't believe what I saw. Chanting, burning, and saying things. And the mayor wasn't there to stop it. The police had to take care of him, corral him the right way. No permits, no nothing. We have our God-given right. We're going to stay here every damn night to fight. We're going to make sure de Blasio knows it's not happening here. He can have his 10-foot fence all around his house. He can do whatever legal things he does there. But it's not going to happen here. He's not going to make the people have a bad life living here and destroying middle-class America that we worked very hard for. So I'm glad Maspeth is out tonight. We're going to show him stronger and stronger and show the people we're not against the homeless. No one should live like this. You don't live in a 10-by-10 room, no kitchen, no access to buses, no access to shopping, and where you can meander, where we have special operations from Department of Homeless Shelters in this hotel tonight to watch and for the homeless people with metal detectors. What does that tell us? Anybody here have a metal detector going into your house? No! Then this doesn't belong here. It's a prison for them, it's a prison for us, and de Blasio thinks it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. We cannot waste our tax dollars something against our own neighborhood. Let's shout it out, let's send the message home, and let's get rid of this mayor. He should be on an investigation for all the corruptness he's doing and continues to do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, one other thing, and then we're going to make a lot of noise tonight, folks, and we're going to stay a little later tonight, right? And we're going to be out here every night, and then we're going to go to Patel's house, because Patel lied, and he continues to lie. The first time, remember when we announced that, oh, Mr. Patel is not going to do this? Remember that? Way back, early September, I think it was September 8th, he said he's not going to do it. And what we say, we don't trust him. He wouldn't do it. He broke 3 or 4 meetings, and then he came back last week and said the same thing. I'm not going to make it into a homeless shelter. And what did he just do? He thinks we're fools. So the mayor is trying to tell us that we won. They're putting out press releases everywhere. Oh, we won. We're not going to make it. Maspeth won. We're not putting in because Maspeth's protesting. Really? And then you put in 30, and then next week you put in another 30, and then we go home and we think we won. Well, Maspeth's not that dumb. Again, he said, by the way, when he had a meltdown last week at the press conference, you see that? That's the mayor of the city of New York saying, I'm not talking to certain papers, newspapers. I'm not talking to you. And he did that today, too, I heard. He pulled only 2 press people, and he had the other people behind barricades, and he only spoke to them. I think it was New York One and another newspaper. Daily News.
Yeah. But he won't talk to the New York Post. He won't talk to the right-wing rag, he calls it. All right?
That's why.
Yeah, he only talks to his rags. That's the kind of mayor we have. But he said one thing at that idiotic press conference. He said there are 250 homeless in Maspeth. Wow. And we know that's wrong. Although we try to get the figures and we can't. They won't give it to us. Why? Because there's not 250 in Maspeth. That is a lie. The mayor can't get his facts straight, and then he's got to tell Maspeth
where we can protest. We can't protest at Banks's house. That's off limits. He's a hard-working public servant. Right. He's a liar. Where is he? He's a liar. That's it. Fire the liar, because they lie. He said it too at that big at Martin Luther. He said there were 250 in Maspeth, and he's wrong, and we proved him wrong. There's maybe, if there is, 25, 30, which we will take care of at our faith-based programs, not the city of New York here. And by the way, my last word on this is, do you know that the city of New York and Department of Homeless Services, they have a security patrol, and the police, DHS police, they can't do it. They can't protect the homeless, they can't protect the neighborhood. So who are they calling in? They're calling in NYPD. Because they can't handle it. They can't handle security. DHS can't handle it. Acacia can't handle it with all the violence. And by the way, this combination, Ashad Patel owns this hotel, and Acacia wants to be the provider. The two have linked up in Long Island City. We have a women's shelter, and it's a nightmare. 4 police officers were hurt. The captain is pleading with the community board, get this out of here in Long Island City. And we want these combos. We want these guys here. No way in Maspeth. He's messing with Maspeth. We will not go away. So again, let's make a lot of noise and keep marching, folks. Thank you very much.